$106,980 a year, and you earn almost none of it sitting down. That is the median pay for the highest job on this list, and the person earning it spends the day walking a job site, not parked behind a desk. Here's the part nobody expects. Some of the best paid work in this country is active, physical, and out in the field. 7 careers, ranked from the biggest paycheck down to the fastest way in. For each one, you get the real median salary from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the exact path in, and one honest catch. And you get the reason a machine has a very hard time replacing any of them. The work happens in the world, not on a screen. Let's start at the top. Career number 1 is the construction manager. Median pay, $106,980. Growth, 9% this decade, much faster than the average job. And it is the rare 6-figure role you can reach without a graduate degree. So what does a construction manager actually do? They run the build. They are the person on the site every morning, coordinating crews, checking the schedule, solving the problem nobody saw coming, and signing off on the work before the next phase begins. There are 2 ways in. The first is a 4-year bachelor's in construction management or civil engineering, then a few years as an assistant before you run your own project. The second route skips the classroom. You start in a trade, you learn the work with your hands, and you move up to running the crews you used to be part of. A credential called the Certified Construction Manager, run by the Construction Management Association of America, can speed that climb. Firms like Turner Construction hire at both ends of that ladder. Now the honest catch. The hours move with the project, not the clock. When a deadline is close, the day gets long. And the weather does not care about your plan, but the paycheck reflects that pressure. And here is the part AI cannot touch. No model can stand in the mud, read a nervous subcontractor, and decide whether that concrete pour is good enough to build on. That judgment lives on the site. Career number 2 trades the hard hat for a clinic. Career number 2 is the physical therapist. Median pay, $101,020. Growth, 11%, much faster than average. And almost every minute of the job is spent on your feet, with your hands on another human being. A physical therapist helps people move again. After a knee replacement, a stroke, a car crash, or a torn shoulder, they design the recovery and then physically guide the patient through it. 1 hour you are in a clinic, the next you might be in a patient's living room. The path is the longest on this list, so be clear-eyed about it. You finish a 4-year bachelor's, then earn a doctorate of physical therapy, which runs about 3 more years. Then you pass the national licensing exam. From there, a board certification in orthopedics or sports, the kind offered through the American Board of Physical Therapy Specialties, lifts both your skill and your pay. A place like the Hospital for Special Surgery in New York is where top graduates want to land. The catch is real. That doctorate often comes with serious student debt, so the early years are about paying it down. But the work is steady, it is needed in every town, and demand only grows as people live longer. Can a robot do this? Not close. Healing a body is hands-on, moment to moment, and deeply human. A machine can count your reps. It cannot feel the catch in your shoulder and adjust. Career number 3 brings us back outside. Career number 3 is the civil engineer. Median pay, $99,590. Growth, 5%, right around average. And the job splits its time between the drawing board and the dirt. Civil engineers design the things we all depend on and never think about. Roads, bridges, water systems, the foundations under tall buildings. They run the numbers in the office, then walk the site to make sure what gets built matches what was drawn. The path is well marked. A 4-year bachelor's in civil engineering from a program accredited by a BET. Then you pass the Fundamentals of Engineering exam and work several years under a licensed engineer. Then you sit for the Professional Engineer License through the council known as NCEES. That license is the moat. It is your legal signature on a safe design, and it can push your pay well past the median. A firm like AECOM hires civil engineers by the thousand. The catch? Those licensing exams are hard, and the apprenticeship years take patience. But few careers offer this much stability, because somebody always has to maintain the country's roads and pipes. As for AI, software can run the load calculations faster than ever. What it cannot do is stand on uncertain soil and take legal responsibility for a bridge that thousands of cars will cross. That signature is human, and the law requires it to be. Now, before we keep climbing down the salary list, one quick reset. Here is where the data gets interesting. You might assume the careers with the biggest paychecks are the ones with the fastest growth. On this list, it is almost the opposite. The job at the very bottom for salary is growing faster than the one near the top. So if you are choosing a path, do not just rank by today's median. Ask which fields will be hungry for people 10 years from now, because a slightly smaller starting number attached to roaring demand can out-earn a big number in a crowded field. Keep that in mind for the next 4. Each one trades a little salary for something else. More time outdoors, a faster way in, or a kind of work that simply will not sit still. Career number 4 lives by the water. Career number 4 is the hydrologist. Median pay, $92,060. These are the people who study water, where it goes, how clean it is, and when a river is about to become a problem. A hydrologist might wade into a stream in the morning to pull samples, then model a town's flood risk in the afternoon. The path is a 4-year degree in earth or environmental science, and many of the better jobs ask for a master's. Demand here is steady rather than booming, so getting your foot in the door takes a little patience. But it is genuine fieldwork, much of it for government agencies that are not going anywhere. And AI, a model can crunch the readings, but it cannot stand on a riverbank after a storm and judge what the water is actually doing. That call needs a person who is there. Career number 5 works the other side of the law. Career number 5 is the detective, or criminal investigator. Median pay, $91,100. This is the person who works the case after a crime, the one who interviews witnesses, follows the evidence, and builds something a court can use. The path is different from the others. You usually start as a police officer, prove yourself for a few years, and get promoted into investigations. Federal routes ask for a 4-year degree up front, so the on-ramp is experience as much as education. The catch is honest. The work can be heavy, the hours unpredictable, and the cases stay with you. But few jobs are this far from a cubicle, and it sits among the safest from automation on this whole list. Reading a room, sensing a lie, earning a frightened witness's trust, no software does that. Career number 6 takes us into the trees. Career number 6 is the forester. Median pay, $64,010. Growth, 6%, a little better than average. If the idea of an office makes you restless, this might be the one. Foresters manage forests. They walk the land on foot, decide which trees come down and which stay, plan controlled burns, and protect whole ecosystems across thousands of acres. The path is a 4-year degree in forestry or natural resources. The pay sits lower than the careers above it, and that is the honest trade. But the office is a forest, the work matters, and the demand is real, as wildfire and climate pressure grow. Automation barely dents it. A satellite can photograph a forest. It cannot walk the ridge, smell the dryness in the brush, and decide where the next fire will run. That judgment is earned on foot. And now the closer, the fastest way onto this entire list. Career number 7 is the electrician. Median pay, $62,350. Growth, 9%, much faster than average. Here is the surprise that makes it the perfect closer. You can reach this one without a single dollar of college debt. Electricians wire the world. New buildings, broken circuits, the charging stations going in for electric cars. The path is not a classroom. It is a 4-year apprenticeship, and the magic word is paid. You earn a wage from the first day, often starting around $20 an hour, and it climbs every few months as your skill grows. By your early 20s, you can be fully licensed, debt-free, and earning while a 4-year student is still writing tuition checks. That is the fast track this whole list has been building toward. The catch is physical, the work is hard on the body, and you respect the danger of live current every single day. But demand is everywhere, and the skill travels to any town in the country. Can AI replace it? Wiring a real building in tight spaces where nothing matches the blueprint needs human hands and human problem solving. A robot cannot crawl into that attic for you. So what ties all 7 together? Here is the pattern hiding inside this list. Every single one of these careers pays well, precisely because the work happens in the physical world. On a site, in a clinic, on a riverbank, in a forest, inside a wall. That is not a coincidence. It is the whole point. The jobs that are hardest to ship to a screen are the jobs hardest to hand to a machine. Being active, being on site, being the person who has to actually be not. That is not a downgrade from a desk job. In 2026, it is becoming the safest bet there is. And notice the range of on-ramps. A 4-year paid apprenticeship at one end, a doctorate at the other. A degree plus a license in the middle. There is a door here for almost everyone. My niece Maya looked at this same list and said the thing most people get backwards. She assumed sitting at a desk was the prize, and the active jobs were the fallback. The data says flip that. The active, hands-on, get-up-and-move careers are quietly some of the most secure and best-paid work in the country. So here is what to do with this if you are a parent watching. This week, do not ask your teen the giant question, what do you want to be? That freezes everyone. Instead, ask a smaller one. Of these 7, which 2 sounded like a life you could actually picture? Then do the hard part. Do not argue with their 2, even if they are not the 2 you would have chosen. Your only job this week is to get them curious about a path that does not end at a desk by default. Because here is what the research on teen career decisions keeps showing. The kids who explore 2 real options in high school are far more likely to finish a major they actually want. The ones who explore none are the ones who switch 3 times and lose years. So pick 2 off this list together. Look up the salary, look up the path, and just talk. You are not deciding their life tonight. You are opening a door. Now I want to hear from you. Of these 7 active careers, which one would you point someone toward first? The construction manager running the build? The electrician with no debt? Or something out in the field? Drop the number 1 through 7 in the comments and tell me why. I read them, and the most interesting answer might shape the next video. I will see you in the next one.